Hi everyone, I'm Marcy, and today I'm making homemade chorizo that is so delicious and so easy to make, you're gonna wonder why you hadn't made it sooner. So I have this one folder where I keep all my handwritten recipes, and the other day I was going through it and I came across this one that was given to me by a family friend probably close to 30 years ago. And it was for carne adobada and homemade chorizo. And I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot all about this. And it's a fantastic recipe. So I thought I absolutely have to share it with you. So here's what you're going to need. Anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds of pork sausage, 2 cloves of garlic. Now the recipe says 1 package of red chili powder. So by that, it's probably about 3 tablespoons of red chili powder if you compare it to what you see in the stores that come in little packets. So hopefully that's about right if my memory serves me correctly. Then you'll need half a cup of white vinegar. You'll need half a cup of red chili flakes, 1 tablespoon of Mexican oregano, and then the recipe says 3 dashes of cumin or rather cumin. And I'm figuring that's probably about a teaspoon, but either way, that's one of my favorite spices. So if you end up putting a little more, I think it's just gonna make it even better. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm first going to mince the garlic, and rather than use my garlic press, I'm going to use a knife today to get it as finely minced as possible. I've already got the pork sausage in a large mixing bowl, so I'm just going to add in the garlic, followed by the red chili powder and the vinegar. Next, I'll add in the crushed red chili and the Mexican oregano. I like to break it up with my fingertips to release the fragrance and make it more of a powder consistency. I then add in the final ingredient, which is the cumin. Now at this point, we just mix everything together with a spoon or with your hands, so long as they're clean. But I do remember that because of the red chili, your hands will get really red. So I'm gonna grab some gloves. This already smells good, but you know what? I think I'm gonna add a little more red chili powder just based on the color, because this is probably closer to 2 pounds than 1 pound. So maybe if you're just doing 1 pound, then use the 3 tablespoons of red chili powder. But if you're using more, closer to 2, then maybe add an extra. And this is my Hatch chili powder. That's really good, but it is hot. So you do have to know your heat tolerance, and you can buy it in hot, medium, or mild. But yeah, that's already looking more like chorizo. You know how it's kind of reddish. And that's pretty much it. At this point, you can put it in a sealed glass container and put it in the refrigerator to chill for at least 24 hours before you use it. This can also be frozen and works terrific. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap them in plastic so that it looks more like the chorizo that you would buy at the store. For this, I'm laying a piece of saran wrap flat on a cutting board and just eyeballing the amount of chorizo I put on it to make a large link. This looks about right. Then, using the edge of the plastic wrap, I'm going to roll it over onto itself to form it as round as possible. I twist together the tips, and that's it. It's not perfect, but it does the trick. Now I'll continue with the rest. Well, I told you it was going to be easy, and I wasn't kidding. That's basically it. Now I just put it in the refrigerator for 24 hours before I can use it. So I really hope that you try this recipe, and if you kind of plan it out, you can make it first thing in the morning so that the following morning you can enjoy a wonderful breakfast of huevos con chorizo with homemade chorizo that is out of this world fantastic. Also, I hope that you save some if you do make it, because my next video, I'm going to share a recipe where you're going to need to use some chorizo. So be sure to come back for that. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me at Marcy Inspired on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.